on the next video. Hi, my name is Courtney and welcome to my channel. I am Courtney. Hey, if this is your first time joining, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like, comment, and hit that notification bell. I just had a blank. Oh, hit that notification bell. And if this is not your first time joining, thank you so much for returning to watch our videos. So, as you already know, this is a channel where we spread positive love, positive vibes, and positive energy. None but positivity on this channel. That was a tongue twister. Now, let's get into today's topic. I want to ask you a question, and I want you to look and go within and just to be honest. Are you out of place? Are you out of place? Well, you may say, what does that mean? Do you feel like, or do you even know if you're out of place or not? And you know, sometimes we can be out of place and we're not getting the blessings that we should get because we're out of place. And I'm going to help you break down and just do a self-awareness and a self-examination just to see if you're out of place. You know, this morning I was reading and I'm all dressed up, so to speak, semi, because I just came back from church. So I'm plopped down, cooked dinner, and I'm coming down here to do a video because I was reading this morning and it just dawned on me, like, you know, by the word of God, that sometimes we can be out of place. Seriously. And I want to tell you how you could be out of place and forfeiting your blessings. You're supposed to be here receiving the blessing, but you're over here out of place. The blessing is only going to fall where you are. But if you're over here, you can't receive. I hope that makes sense. The blessing is not going to follow you over here because it's over here. You can only receive where you're positioned. And you can only receive where you're supposed to be. You can't get where you're not supposed to be. I'm going to show you an example. I don't know if you know anything about the prodigal son, but I'm going to shed some light on the prodigal son today. He took his inheritance that was due him. He wanted it then, don't know the reason, if he's just smelling himself, whatever. So he took his money and he decided to dip. So he went to a far country. Come on. Did like this. Let's talk with modern days. Went to the strip club. Ate. Had friends around him. Everybody. I mean, he was balling out. You the man. Get your limo. Or get your this kind of car. That. I mean, you just turn up. And so, he spent all his money. And after that, it was a famine. You know, isn't it funny that sometimes when God trying to get you, he will shut everything else down to get your attention? When he came to himself, I want everybody to come to themselves. It got to be an aha moment somewhere where you just said, I'm tired of this. I'm finna come to myself. I'm tired of living like this. I deserve better than this. This is not what God got for me. This is not the life I'm supposed to be living. This is not the lifestyle I'm supposed to be living. Somewhere you got to come to yourself. That's why I said sometimes you can be out of place. It's no way that a king's kid should be feeding pigs and hungry. God don't want you living like that. God don't want you living like you living. You're not supposed to because you're a king's kid. You belong to the Most High God. And you are a royal priesthood, a holy nation. You are a queen and you are a king, and you're not supposed to be living like this. You got to get back in your place. He had to think about it. I'm over here feeding the pigs because I wanted to turn up and I wanted to have it my way, Burger King. So I got out of place because I am a royal priesthood and I'm supposed to be getting served, not serving. I'm not supposed to be serving. I'm supposed to be getting served because I'm royalty. And so he had to think about it. When I came to myself, how many of my father's highest servants are sitting there eating bread and they have bread to spare? They have leftovers. And I'm starving and thinking about eating the pig slop. He said, I'm just going to humble myself and say, okay, just make me one of your highest servants. You know, I know I lost my place. I know I messed up, but I'd rather be a hired servant to get fed and to eat daily than to be out here trying to fend for myself. You know, sometimes we can go through things and we can go through life so hard, and God would allow things to hit us, and God would allow things to knock us down and for us to hit rock bottom, just to look up and say, God, I give. I can't do this no more. I give it over to you. Whatever you want me to do, God, I'll do. And look and see if you're out of place. Look and see that the way you live and you're not supposed to live, that's not best. That's not God's best for you. That's not what God designed for you. That's not what God has for you. He has so much greater for you. He has so many blessings for you. But you're over here out of place. Not over here. Not over here receiving the blessings. Remember, I told you, if you're out of place, the blessings can come. So him leaving the blessing, which is his kingship, you know, being in the kingdom, he left that to go over here. And over here, it was nothing for him after that he thought he wanted, ran out. So when we get back in our place, God is waiting on you, waiting to bless you. See, sometimes we think that we're going to get punishment. We're going to get talked about. You know, people are going to say, yeah, you shouldn't have done that. Yeah, if you wouldn't have done. And yeah, just go back. Just go back. Just go back. You know, some of you quit a job and you really truly need to go back. Either you quit and you trying to make it. God forgive me because sinuses, you know, pollen and stuff. So you quit and you're trying to make it on your own with no money. Or you quit and you took a lesser job that you don't like. And your pride telling you, no, don't go back. But actually, that's where your blessing is. You need to go back. And you have to humble yourself and say, you know what, I messed up and I shouldn't have left. So I'm coming back. It's a lot of times we need to humble ourselves. If he wouldn't have went and said, you know what, I'm tired of living like this, I'm finna humble myself and just tell my dad, yep, you know what, I messed up. But I'm ready to come back. And he was expecting, I'm sure, for his dad to say, you know, that's what you get. You shouldn't have went out there and yada, yada, yada. But he said, no, go get the robe, go get the ring, and go get sandals and put it on his feet. Go and let's have a party and a feast, because my son that was dead is now alive. My son that was lost is now found. Y'all, it's such an excitement and so much joy to get back in your place when you're out of place. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I know this video is for somebody. I know this word is for somebody. Somebody is sitting somewhere out of place. You've been asking God, what's going on? Why am I not getting blessed like I used to, God? But it's not that, you know, everything is not the enemy. Sometimes we are the enemy, the enemy. And we chose to do certain stuff. We chose to go down this path, and we chose to do some things without consulting God. We did it in our flesh, and we did it in emotions. And now we're reaping the consequences of that. And so with that said is that you need to get back in your place. Humble yourself. Apologize to whomever and get back in your place, because that's where the blessing is. Now he is back in his place. He didn't even lose his position. Ooh, sometimes we think that we lost our position when that position was never filled. God couldn't refill it because it was only for you. So now you got to get back in your place. Stop listening to the voices that's telling you all the embarrassment that's going to come with it. It may be some, but get back in your place. If you're doing some things that you know is not God. You out of place. Don't be like Jonah. Well, God got to cause an uproar in other people's life because he really trying to get to you. Throw yourself off the boat and say, God, I surrender all. And then get in your place with God. Because as they say, the grass ain't always greener on the other side. We want to go and rush and do some things out of the timing of God. When God said, I wanted you over here because that's where the blessing is. But stay right here and allow God to bless you. That's all I got today, y'all. I didn't come on here to preach. I just came to give you a word from God. Hallelujah. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.